Greetings everyone, my name is Dr. Jason Freeman. I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. In this video I'm going to review the 2023 film The Creator, starring John David Washington, Ken Watanabe, and Allison Janney. I'm going to tell you all what I liked about the film, I'm going to tell you what I didn't really like about the film, then I'm going to tell you why I think you should see the film or just skip it. So let's get into it. The first thing I liked about the film was the story, which thankfully was not spoiled by the trailer. Despite all the special effects that you do see in the trailer, this film is character driven, is full of heart, and is definitely full of substance. This film has a lot to say about geopolitics, about what it means to be human, or at least humane, and as well as just the idea of love and what would you do for love. The film has a lot more in common with classic sci-fi novels like, say, Childhood's End, Ender's Game, On the Beach, and actually has more in common with, like, say, I, Robot, like the classic story, and also this kind of illustrated play than like the movie with Will Smith, which had a lot of flash but not a lot of substance. And don't get me wrong, the visuals are amazing as well, which is another thing I love about the film. But the thing about the visuals is this: so you're gonna get like kind of caught up in just the beauty of these very expansive visuals. So there's, you can see them in the trailer, there's scenes in space. They do a lot, and I don't want to give too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but they have these big scenes in foreign, let's say foreign lands. Again, I don't want to give any information about the plot, but they're in these foreign lands, and these scenes incorporating the tech as well as the just kind of the terrain, the background terrain is just amazing. But what really kind of gets you, at least what got me, was the small gestures by the AI. So the AI has very human behaviors. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but there's one scene where this AI is playing with a cat. And it's like you see this AI thing, it looks just like a robot, but it's having these very human, very kind of gentle interactions with this animal. Also, I've said this with other films as well, the music was fire. There's this one scene, again I'm not giving anything away, but there's a scene where this Radiohead song pops in. And at first it's like, why this song in this scene? But then the scene goes on, and it goes on, and it's like, ah, I get it. And it fits perfectly, and it sets this emotion and this tone that if you don't have the scene, it would be just a very different feel. And so the music was chosen very wisely, very meticulously. There are definitely songs in here that I feel like, even if they were written not for the movie, they were chosen specifically to kind of give the idea that they were made for the movie. And again, not giving anything about the setting away, it's just the songs, I had never heard them before, but they fit into, like, they made the world feel real. So what didn't I like? Well, some of the dialogue was not great, so they're just the dialogue between the people. And there was this one scene, and towards the beginning of the film, where they have this song, this speech about Neanderthals. And it was so contrived, like it's just they're talking and all of a sudden, let's talk about Neanderthals. And it totally pulled me out because it felt like, oh, they're trying to make this big statement, and it's like, oh my God, like, don't do this. The movie does such a great job with showing, not telling. That's another thing with the story. It does a great job with showing, not telling, that when they go against that, when they just kind of do these speeches that don't really fit, then you notice it. So, should you see this film or just skip it? So one of the things that we're facing now with the film industry is that you see this kind of cookie cutter box movies, which I enjoy. I enjoy the kind of, let your brain go away and kind of don't think type movies. This is definitely not one of those. This is a movie that's going to get you thinking. Again, as I mentioned, it deals with geopolitics. If you are, someone who got angry in Avatar, the first Avatar film, when like the Marines are the bad guys, which I would say bad guys. It's complex, but the Marines were the bad guys, and of course the native peoples were the good guys. That's here as well. So if you got angry at that, don't watch this film. Everyone else with an open mind about geopolitics, this is a great film. So some people are going to say it's woke and it's trying to send a certain anti-American message. Nah. And another thing, which I'm trying to be careful not to spoil anything. And so some people may consider this a light spoiler. So John David Washington in the film is this black man, though his race doesn't really figure into his character. So this could be, you know, Adam Driver playing this role. This could be Pedro Pascal. So the race of the character doesn't matter. But what I saw in this movie is this black man who's playing, you know, this husband. Again, that's a slight spoiler, I guess. This father figure. And I think it's a very positive image of a black man. He is motivated by love. He is motivated by emotion, but in a good way. And so I think this is a good image of a black man. And again, as a black man, I definitely want to see these type of images in films in general. But in a big budget sci-fi film, you don't really see that. Now, if you found this review interesting and or informative, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, please share this video. If there are other sci-fi films that you want me to review on this channel, please leave those suggestions in the comment section below. Thank you all for your time and have a wonderful rest of your day.